Hey everybody, it's Michael Seiler from GotchaRocks.com, and today I'm going to go over how to set up your CabKing. So there are a few different parts that we want to just go over, but for the most part this machine is almost ready to go right out of the box. So let's get into the different parts. Alright, here are the parts that come with the CabKing. These are your stone trays, and these fit on top of the machine. These are the splash guards, which I'll show you where we put those. This is a hand rest. These are the side panels. There are two of these. This is your flat lap. Basically, you can grind stones flat on one side, so it's a diamond composite there. And then we have our felt wheel, and this is for polishing. And for that polishing, it comes with a 1400 grit diamond compound. These are some spacers that you may have with the wheels, and then you have two wrenches here that will be used to remove the wheels if you ever need to. You also have your safety glasses as well. So let's put this all together. These are the hand rests, and they simply just clip right in like that, and it's okay if they move around a little bit. So let's put both of those in. Next, we're going to put in the splash guards. And these just simply go on the side, like so. And slide them all the way to the back. So this is what it should look like once you've set up your splash guards. Basically, we have these kind of pointing this way and this way so that when the water hits it, it runs into the tray. Makes sense, right? The next thing you want to do is put your stone trays up here. This will hold your stones while you're doing your work. All right, next you can add on your side panels, and these just simply slide in. You want to take your water feed here and just tilt it up. And those clip right in. These have like a little magnet, so these snap right on, and then this comes down. So, and do the same on the other side. All right. So if you, once you have your stones cut and you get to the polishing stage, you simply will remove this, and this is your polishing pad here. And this has a little screw on here, and it goes right into this. So just screw this in. You get better at lining it up. And just gently screw it in. Don't push it too hard, and just so it's finger tight. Now you will be able to polish on here, and you'll just add your compound to the pad. The flat lap, and it attaches right here, the same place that your polishing wheel does. And it has a little screw on here, and you just screw it right on. And this is used for flattening the backs of stones, and you could also use it for doing a little bit of faceting work if you're doing something like that. So that's an option as well, very handy to have. This is the water pump for the CabKing, and there's a tube that you'll just put right in here, and then you actually put this in a bucket of water, and it feeds all the water to your machine through these little valves. So let me show you how to hook this up. On the back of the machine, you're going to notice that you have these tubes, and all you have to do is just push this down, this little blue tab, and slide this in. Like so, and it should grab just like that. Next, you'll just put this in a bucket of water. Also on the back of the machine, you're going to notice that you have some drainage tubes, and these simply press on. So just go like this, and simply gently push them on, and give it a little wiggle like so. Now I found that these don't slide all the way to the back without a lot of work, and I just take these little clamps, and you want to slide them all the way on until you get the little spout that's coming out of the back of the machine, and that will prevent it from leaking. Okay. All right, after you have everything set up, which is a pretty simple setup really, we have your pump in the water, And I would recommend filling your bucket all the way up. I have it halfway full, but I would recommend filling it all the way up. Now you're ready to actually plug in your pump, and that will start the feed for your CabKing. So I'm going to plug that in. And it's going to sound a little something like that. All right, so once your water pump is running, all you have to do is turn this and the water will start squirting out. There it goes. So this will work with all the little knobs here. So each one of these feeds a different wheel. All right, so for right now, I'm going to turn the pump off and I'm going to talk about the wheels. Let's talk about the wheels a little bit. So the first one is a diamond wheel. This is an 80 grit. The next one is a 220 diamond wheel. Then we have a 280, and this is I'm guessing a synthetic sapphire of some sort. The next one on the other side is a 600, 1200, and 3000 grit. Also on the machine, you have these wonderful splash guards, and as the water is flowing, this will help prevent all the water from coming at you. So they lift up, they lift down, so then you can tighten them right here. And CabKing also comes with an LED light, and this is just really handy when you're cutting stones. You can adjust it to either side. One of the other really nice features of the CabKing is that it's interchangeable with other parts. So this side actually slides off, and you can turn it into a slab saw or a trim saw. So let me just show you how to take this off. Step one for removing the housing, just remove the tube. So loosen this. This comes right off. Make sure that any extra water is drained out. Next, this just simply lifts up and slides off, and just place this on another part of your table. To remove these wheels so that you can add another piece of equipment, take your wrench, put it here, and you're going to rotate these wheels towards you. And you want to make sure that you're just hitting one of the bolts here. And this will just completely unscrew. And it slides right off. One of my favorite things about the CabKing is that you can add other parts like the trim saw onto your pre-existing machine. This is the trim saw, and it all sort of snaps apart like this, and you just slide it right on here. So this is our blade. It slides right on, and you just gently attach it. Take your wrench, just tighten it slightly. This removes, and this slides right in. After you have the blade hooked up, then you just tilt this like so, slide it right in, and you can adjust this as you need once this is hooked up. Next, slide in the table. Add your hand rest and hook up your splash guard. Here's a tip on hooking up your splash guard. Take this part out, press them in, and this will allow you to put a little bit of pressure so that they're really pressed in. Then add it to the machine. Once you have this assembly hooked up, you just want to make sure that this piece isn't rubbing up against the blade like so. So just adjust it, turn it like this, and make sure that it's clear before you turn it on. Before you use your saw, you want to make sure that you put water into this pan below. You want to have at least a little bit of water spitting out the front before you cut any stones. So this is a basic how to set up your CabKing. If you have any questions, please shoot me a question in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do, and check out my website, gotcharocks.com. Take care.